Your person's true intention right now is to protect the connection you share at all costs, even though it may not have always been clear from their actions. They deeply value what you have together and realize that in order for this relationship to thrive, they need to take concrete steps to ensure its future. What they long for is a fresh start, a new beginning built on a foundation of greater stability, honesty, and openness. They want a connection where both of you feel emotionally safe but also vulnerable with each other, because they know that vulnerability is where real intimacy is born. They are taking time to carefully consider how to reconnect with you, as they are fully aware that something caused a rift between you, something that led to their silence or to them becoming more distant and closed off. At the heart of it, your person finds it difficult to stay mad at you, no matter what happened. Initially, they might have retreated emotionally, perhaps hoping that their silence would encourage you to reach out or take action. Their intention, in the beginning, was to give you the silent treatment as a way of testing your reaction. They thought that maybe you would come to them first, but now, as they reflect on the situation, they recognize that this was a misguided approach. They see now that they were wrong, that they tested your patience unnecessarily, and that this approach didn't bring them the results they were hoping for. Instead, it made them realize just how much they miss you and how much they want to talk to you. In the silence, they've come to terms with their mistakes, setting their ego aside in order to reconnect with you in a more genuine way. Your person is beginning to understand that communication is the key to repairing what has been broken between you two. They have this gut feeling that if they open up the lines of communication again, it will create new opportunities for both of you to express your feelings and hear each other's side of the story. This is essential because they realize that in order to protect this connection, they must act soon. The fear of things slipping away, of it becoming too late to fix what's broken, looms over them, and that is why they are feeling a renewed sense of urgency. Their biggest desire right now is to bring peace between you two, to restore what has been lost, and to ensure that the bond you share can continue to grow. They are fiercely protective of you and this connection, and that protective instinct is driving them to seek reconciliation and healing. They see a future with you, one that extends far into the distance, and that vision motivates them to take the necessary steps to mend the relationship. Your person wants to heal things in the right way, so that you can both move forward together on a path that is stronger than before. They believe that the two of you can reach a place where you both feel safe to open up completely without fear of judgment, where you can be honest and true with each other without any masks. Your person values this level of trust and openness, and it's something they've always cherished in your connection. They love how you wear your heart on your sleeve for them, never hesitating to express your love and emotions, even when it might be difficult or vulnerable to do so. One of the things they adore most about you is the poetic way you express your love. The way you find beauty in the small moments, in the little gestures, and in the everyday acts of kindness. These are the things that stay with them. They find your sweetness and attentiveness endearing, and they miss it deeply. Your person often reflects on how the two of you relate to so many important things in life, and they cherish that connection. They miss the way you encourage them, the way you give them hope and inspire them to pursue their dreams with the confidence that they can succeed. You've been a source of optimism for them, and they admire how you approach life with such a positive and hopeful outlook, even when things are challenging. As a woman, your strength and resilience in handling life's ups and downs is something your person truly respects. They find it commendable that you face challenges head-on with grace and determination. They see that there are so many layers to who you are, and it intrigues them how you don't open up to everyone, but with them, you do. This makes them feel incredibly special, knowing that you trust them enough to share parts of yourself that you may not share with others. It's this sense of closeness and trust that makes them want to work even harder to preserve the relationship. At the end of the day, your person knows that protecting this connection means being willing to change, to grow, and to take responsibility for their actions. They want to move forward with you, but they know that in order to do so, they must act soon before the window of opportunity closes. More than anything, they want to restore the peace and closeness you once shared, because to them, this relationship is worth fighting for. They want to continue on this path with you, building something even stronger, something that will stand the test of time. Your person is putting in considerable effort to reconcile with you. They are beginning to understand the depth of their connection with you and are determined to make amends. It hasn't been an easy journey for either of you, but they are now taking serious steps to get their life back on track, motivated by the prospect of reconnecting with you. On your end, you've been reevaluating your priorities and deciding to commit to your responsibilities, both to yourself and in your personal life. This period has been one of reflection and growth for you as well, as you've decided that self-care and emotional healing are paramount. The connection you once shared was significant, but the energy between you became chaotic and stagnant. There was a lot of confusion and tension that ultimately led you to make the difficult decision to close out that painful cycle with your person. It wasn't a decision made lightly, but it was necessary for your own well-being. You felt like the relationship had reached a point where it could no longer continue in its current state without causing you more pain. The dynamic between you both became too tumultuous, filled with emotional highs and lows that left you feeling drained. You knew something needed to change, and so you chose to step away in order to restore balance and peace in your life. Now, in the aftermath of your decision, your person is deeply concerned that you might move on to someone else, someone who could offer you the stability and commitment they failed to provide. They are haunted by the thought that you might find someone better, someone who will appreciate you in the ways they could not. This fear is eating away at them, and it's pushing them to take action, though they are still struggling with the weight of their own regrets. Your person is also feeling an overwhelming sense of frustration with the people around them. They are starting to realize that the opinions and interference of others played a significant role in derailing your relationship. Perhaps they allowed themselves to be influenced by friends, family, or external pressures, and now they're beginning to see the consequences of those decisions. They feel as though they have ruined what was the most beautiful connection of their life, and this realization is causing them immense emotional pain. These thoughts are tormenting them, making it difficult for them to focus on anything else. Their mind is consumed with the hope that you aren't entertaining other romantic options while they take the time to get their life in order and figure out how to approach you. They're afraid that because they didn't come back to you sooner, you may have already decided to move on. This fear is heightened by their awareness of how much time has passed since you last connected, and the longer it takes for them to reach out to you, the more anxious they become. Meanwhile, you have shifted your focus towards your own life and responsibilities. You've been investing time and energy into your business or other personal pursuits, working hard to build a solid foundation for yourself. It's not that you've forgotten about your person, but you've made the conscious decision to prioritize yourself for a change. You've taken control of your own happiness and are determined to create a fulfilling life, whether or not your person is a part of it. Despite your progress, you've likely been feeling a mix of emotions in recent days. Perhaps you've experienced a surge of sadness, frustration, or confusion that seemed to come out of nowhere. For the past 5 or 6 days, you might have found yourself shedding tears or feeling more vulnerable than usual. These emotions are tied to the energy shift within you. You are processing fear-based feelings that stem from the uncertainty of the future and the unresolved emotions you still have about your person. These feelings are natural and part of your healing process, It's important to recognize that fear-based energy can manifest when you are facing a period of transformation. You're stepping into unknown territory, and that can be unsettling. However, you are also growing stronger as you work through these emotions. Your decision to close out that painful cycle with your person was a significant step toward healing, but it doesn't mean the process will be entirely smooth. Emotions will ebb and flow, and some days may be harder than others. What's crucial during this time is to remain calm and positive. You are doing the best you can to navigate this complex situation, and it's important to be gentle with yourself. Give yourself permission to feel whatever comes up without judgment. Trust that by focusing on your own well-being, you are paving the way for the right outcomes, whether that involves reconciliation with your person or moving forward on your own path. Ultimately, the future is uncertain for both of you, but what matters most is that you are honoring yourself and making decisions that align with your highest good. As your person works through their regrets and fears, and as you continue to build a life that reflects your values and aspirations, know that whatever happens next will be a reflection of the growth you've both experienced during this time apart. Stay grounded in your truth, and trust that the universe is guiding you in the right direction.